maybe it's not conservation that gets you into biology and science, but once you care enough about something beautiful or something amazing of the natural world, probably a lot of these thoughts and ideas will come more naturally.
Yeah, actually, they're good points. I suppose the only other thing I would add in terms of advice to university graduates who aiming to bridge the gap between research and practical conservation efforts is sort of a little bit of acts of self-preservation, establish themselves in their career.
Yep.
And if they have a job in research, then establishing themselves and build up a body of information about their chosen discipline and publish papers in the refereed literature, to become established.
Yes.
And try to aim towards some policy-specific science. It may not be just science for the sake of it, but something that might have some relevance to policy, and get used to collaborating with policymakers. And then when they're older, segue into management. Now, when I say older, you don't want to get into management when you're 25 because you'll be soul destroying. Get established first. So when the people are happy enough with where they've got in their career, when they're 45 or something or other, if they've got the inclination, get involved in management issues of their choice. I went into seabird bycatch reduction in longline fisheries. There's lots of other things they can do where you would become involved with multi-stakeholder working groups, domestic and internationally. You're going to get all kinds of opinions around the table and all kinds of support and all kinds of opposition, and try to be pragmatic. And ultimately, if you persist long enough and choose the right topics, don't be too ambitious, then once in a while you'll get wins and they're pretty satisfying. And persevere. Don't give up, and remind yourself that happiness is expectations minus reality. You'll need that mindset in order to go the distance. Staying power is important if you really want to nudge in a new direction what appear to be impervious or immovable objects. So, like I said before, do some of this work hand in hand with policymakers, work as a team, give it your best shot. And that's all you can do, really. In my work with longline fisheries, we had a few wins, but had a lot of kicks in the teeth along the way. But if you throw in the towel, you'll never achieve anything. You got to go the distance and be content with the wins that you do get.
That's fantastic advice